Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. Been a bit of a crazy energy lately, and I think tonight or soon, I think it's today or sometime soon, is the super full moon. You guys know I'm not the best at astrology, but the energy has been very, very powerful, and I believe it's also been Mercury retrograde. So I'm gonna get some guidance for us this week. And this, just, of course, remember, it's a general reading. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can find the link for that below. And again, my friend Michael, who does Reiki, is doing a sale of 20% off for anybody that I refer, so you can check out the information below. And I believe by the time I post this, he might even be adding an additional service, which is a shorter length, but it's a cheaper service too, just in case money is a concern for you guys. But let's get into the selections here with what do you need to know this week. So any kind of predictions and guidance just for this week. So we have here group number 1, which is Tiger's Eye, Red Tiger's Eye, sorry. Group number 2 is ulexite. Group number 3 is Bumblebee, Jasper. And group number 4 is blue apatite. Okay. So if you need to pause to make your selection, just go with whatever feels strongest intuitively. And whenever you guys are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is the Red Tiger's Eye. So we're going to take a look at your week, your upcoming week, see what guidance Spirit has for you. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1. Please and thank you. Our Red Tiger's Eye group, what do they need to know this week, Spirit? Thank you. Spirit, moving forward into just this week, what energies are coming towards them? Just first in the area of self, just how will they be doing? Okay, I can tell already we have a little bit of a mix of energy. Knight of Swords, 2 of Cups. This is really interesting. 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and then the Queen of Cups. Okay, now I did mention something about the moon. I honestly should have double-checked that before I started filming, but I'm not sure if you guys are particularly affected by astrology. Now, I am going to get the outer energies externally after this, but if it is the case where you guys are highly intuitive, highly sensitive, very psychic, or very emotional, let's say, I would tell you that this week you could be affected by some of the astrology of things, whether it's the moon or the Mercury retrograde, or even just your own personal journeys. I think there's a lot of spiritual energy that's surrounding you this week, and that's why it might be a bit confusing. It might be a little bit up and down. I feel like at first with the Knight of Swords, you're really completely focusing on a particular goal and your tunnel vision sort of focused on it. And at first it feels like, there's a good sense of balance and, again, like that motivation. But I kind of feel like towards the middle of the week, you might begin to feel doubtful or even sad, or just like some kind of a heavier feeling midweek. So this is just about, let's say, Wednesday-ish. I do think that you do achieve some balance again. You do return to some feelings of balance, but there could be something internally that could be making you feel this way. Now, in your case, it could, yes, be affecting, or rather, this could be something from your physical environment. Something could have happened at home or work or with a person. It's hard to tell here because I'm getting both energies, okay? But we'll get that afterwards. I'll shuffle for you and get that external energy for you. But just know that this week it could feel a little bit up and down. So just please make sure to ground yourself before anything, okay? If you typically know that you have struggle with ups and downs emotionally, really try to ground yourself. Also protect your energy. And maybe just do some self-care, make sure that you're taking care of yourself just in a physical sense. Spirit, what do they need to know this week in terms of the area of self? What's energies coming towards them this week? Just this week? I think that it does turn out okay, especially by Saturday. They said something about Saturday, but probably it could be Friday into Saturday for some of you, or at least just towards the end of the week. It's showing me a much brighter energy. It is more grounded. It is more stable. And I just think that the emotional component And the psychic component will no longer be affecting you, especially towards the end of the week, okay? So it has a good ending there. Is there any advice or any other messages or anything else they need to know for self this week? I'm still feeling this energy of a lot of hard work from you guys, and also wanting to start off on some new adventures or new journeys or new chapters for you. Some of you, this could involve taking some sort of a risk. Now, closely related to that, I do think that maybe whatever it is that you're focusing on, some aspects of it could be feeling a little discouraging, especially if it doesn't go the way that you wanted, or if something is kind of holding you back, or if there's like some kind of uncertainty or even fear. Any of this could be affecting your mood. And I am feeling a little bit of a wary feeling. Like here, I just kind of noticed the bottom deck energy, the 7 of Swords, the 4 of Swords. It is making me feel like you might have to proceed with caution a little bit. This is not to say that something bad is going to happen, but I'm feeling like, I really feel like for you guys, astrology is going to affect you, like the planetary movements and things like that. And you know how they say that during a Mercury retrograde, we have to be careful with communication, technology, signing contracts, I think. Just exercise a little bit more caution than usual when it comes to sort of taking that leap of faith and looking before you leap. I'm going to advise here taking things a little bit more slowly, but only if in a practical, grounded sense. So just be a little bit cautious there. Especially because over here it honestly kind of looks like you're rushing a little bit, and here it looks like you're jumping off that ledge and you're just going for something, but over here you're kind of questioning and saying like, oh, should I have done that? So that's all I'm going to say. Like, always follow your intuition. It's really up to you. Ask your guides for their guidance. Again, we have a good ending to the week, but it's just going to feel a little shaky this week for you guys, okay? Yeah, so just be a little discerning there. We'll see what's in your outer world now. Spirit, moving forward into their outer world, can you tell us what energies are coming towards them and in what areas, please? What energies are coming towards our Red Tiger's Eye group, group 1, in their outer world, whether it's home, work, relationships, etc. Okay, so we have the Star and the Chariot, so it's looking good the first day. This might have already even passed because I wish I could do this earlier, but Monday is when I usually can do it. So we have the Page of Swords, we have the 2 of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the 7 of Swords. Yeah, okay, so this does make sense to me. Again, we have a mix of energy here. So it looks like it's starting off very strong for you guys, so probably Monday, Tuesday-ish. This is honestly hard to say what this is. I do feel like many of you could be dealing with a person. If it's not a person that immediately comes to mind now, this could be a situational thing. Okay, so I'll explain what it is. It does look like you're having a conversation here with somebody. They could be hiding a lot of feelings. They could be hiding some negative energies, or even just a lot of things that they're not saying readily. This could be a communication issue that this person has. I'm not really getting the vibe that they're lying to you. I think it's more like they don't know how to say certain things, okay? Again, watch out for that Mercury retrograde, because a lot of people have been telling me recently that they've been having arguments with their loved ones. So many people keep telling me this, or like it's just these random occurrences with confusing communication with people. Spirit, what do we need to know about the King of Pentacles and what's going on here for group 1? I feel like this person wants to have some sort of healing energy. Someone here is suffering in their self-esteem. It could, if this is not the other person, this even could be you as well. I think it's switching off here. Someone here, I think, is struggling with their sense of self-esteem or self-worthiness, and they do want healing, either by themselves or with you, but they're really being held back right now. And what I'm feeling is like this could be a blockage that they're dealing with on a consistent basis, but it also could just be a milestone for their spiritual development. Someone here really needs to, I think, learn how to come up from this and learn how to open up their energy to speak their truth, perhaps, and to know their worth, maybe something like that. Spirit, can you tell us what is the advice for group 1 to deal with this energy? This could be a friend, this could be a loved one. It's not saying who it is. Again, it even could be a situation that's reflected here. Some familiar energies maybe here. So some advice here. I mean, I feel like things are going to be okay. They are going to move forward. I do feel like someone here is going to overcome something. I really feel like someone's going to overcome a very difficult lesson, and they will expand or evolve from this. So just keep going, keep moving forward. Again, protect your energy if necessary, which it probably is. I do think that there will be a bit of someone's battle here. I don't really think you're going to be arguing with anybody this week. I just think that someone here is going through an inner battle, and there could be a conversation here. You might be feeling intuitively that someone is holding back quite a bit. Again, I don't think it's personal. I think that this person is just dealing with their own stuff. Any other advice about this particular thing? Just try to have an overall positive and giving energy towards this. Only if it calls to you to do that, because some of you might feel like, oh, no, I want to do the opposite and protect myself from this person if they're negative. But generally speaking, just keep moving forward with a positive energy. That goes for everybody. In regards to this person, just, again, go intuitively here. If you do need to stay away, that's up to you. Spirit is saying this is entirely your choice. Again, I am seeing a positive outcome overall. And for you as well here with, I think that some kind of new excitement is going to be coming towards you, some kind of satisfaction. Is there any other areas of interest? What is going to happen for them this week, or any predictions, guidance, messages for this week in their outer world? It looks like you're also continuing to manifest something very powerfully. That should be the last reading that I did. What are you manifesting? But there, it does kind of seem like something is not entirely cleared up just yet. It does seem like there is a little bit of balancing to still go through. Someone could be still struggling with like some chronic negative habits or something like that. Some shadow aspects, I feel. It's not quite in the clear yet, but I do think that it's getting there. So we have the King of Wands and the Four of Swords. Okay, so what is this? What's going on here? Another masculine energy. I don't know who this is. This is really interesting. Now, I don't know who this is. This might not resonate for 100% of you, but we have another masculine energy coming through. For some of you, it could be the same person, but let's see. Someone here is really withdrawing. They're really walking away, kind of turning their back, turning inward, not speaking to anybody. Again, this could be the same person. I should have probably shuffled and did it again. But someone is still continuing to struggle with like their inner issues. Could be mental health, could be like their spiritual journey as a whole. And it's just looking like they need to deal with this on their own. All right. Being that I was checking your outer world, I don't think it's you, but that it could still be you if it's not resonating, because some of you are dealing with an outside world person, someone in your life, I mean. Spirit, any other messages moving forward? What's coming towards them this week? What do they need to know? Any advice as well? Wait, so that's still there. Yeah, I definitely think that someone is going through that tower kind of worry, actually. Spirit, what's the Fool talking about? So at this point, I honestly think that this energy was from whoever I was checking into, because it has the same card and it has the same vibration to me. This is really not your concern, I'll say. It doesn't feel like your energy to me. Again, a small number of you, it could be. The message is still the same thing. I think that energetically things are moving forward and resolving themselves. But what is your advice as a whole for this week? What do they need to be aware of? This is too many. Came out in a chunk, but let me see. Spirit, can I have just one card, please? What is the advice? Okay, now a whole bunch flipped. Sorry, see, I don't know what's going on there. Spirit, just one card, please, to get advice. Well, this is really about the mindset. Like I said, the Eight of Swords is all about someone here not limiting themselves mentally. The Eight of Swords represents, for a lot of us, self-doubt and self-restriction, and even sometimes self-victimization, you know, kind of just like not being able to see yourself as having any kind of freedom and just feeling stuck. Anything else? Any final messages for group one about anything about this week especially? Thank you. So the advice would be to open up your perspective, you know. So here it is again, group one. Who is this, right? I don't know who this is. You can let me know below. But it does look like you are closely dealing with someone this week. Could be, again, it could be a friend. It could be a loved one. But it literally looks like you guys are looking in different directions. Queen of Swords is looking to the future with some sort of clarity and truth. And then the Emperor is looking, I guess, backwards at something that's restricting them. You know, like something restricting, something weighing down, something cold energetically, which I do think is emotional. Okay, so it's the same thing. I really think that this is an individual decision. My advice for all of you is the same thing. Protect your energy, ground yourself. If you need to detach from anybody, that's your choice. You know, you can certainly do that if you feel it's necessary, if you feel called to do that. I just strongly feel that your guides are telling you through this reading that whoever this is in your energy framework, like in your energetic field, that they really kind of need to step outside of your little bubble, like, because they're kind of intruding upon your energy bubble, and they don't realize, I think they might not realize that they're doing that. But what needs to happen is, like, they do need to walk their path and know that they can solve these problems and know that they can feel more confident about themselves, because that's really their task. That's really what they need to do for their soul. So let me know if that resonates, group one. Other than that, they're really not giving me much. All we really saw was that you had that up and down at first, just internally, but otherwise in your outer world, they're not giving me anything really beyond this person. Yeah, I mean, otherwise I think it's going to be fine. I feel like you're going to continue forward with that sense of focus and intuition, and you'll just continue forward with whatever you were focusing on, okay, minus some of the, you know, little snags, but that's more of internal. So just keep going, keep focusing on what you're doing, and, you know, if anything, you can look at any of my past pick a cards for further guidance, okay? So group one, not too much information at the final part, but I hope some of this was helpful. You can let me know below. But if you instead would like a personal reading, you can always find my link below. And again, I mentioned in the intro that my friend is doing some discounts and new services for Reiki if you need some assistance with healing, distance healing. Thank you so much. Sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is ulexite. So let's take a look at your week. Spirit, this reading is for group 2, please and thank you. Ulexite, what do they need to know this week, please? Thank you. We're going to just start off with how you're going to be doing, and then we'll get the outer stuff. Spirit, moving forward into just this week, what energies are coming towards group 2, ulexite, in the area of self? Just self, how will they be doing? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Moon, the Ace of Cups, and the World card. Quite an interesting mix of cards here. The Nine of Pentacles. I honestly think it's going to be a great week for you internally, even if you don't notice it, if that makes any sense. There's going to be a lot of internal healing. There's going to be a lot of kind of solidifying and coming to some types of closure, coming to some sort of new cycles internally. Okay, so we have two aces for one, and then we have this card which I associate a lot with cleansing, and then we have the Temperance card, which is healing, not to mention the resilience and strength of the Nine of Pentacles, the confidence, okay? So there's a lot going on here. Now, the Moon card does make me feel like this is happening on a subconscious level or psychic level. So this week could be powerful for you, and you may not even realize the deep healing and balance that's happening, okay? Yeah, so you don't have to go looking for it, but you might find that at any point throughout this week, or even looking back, later on, you might find that you just feel differently, you know, just sort of like this new vibration. Maybe you feel suddenly stronger, especially emotionally or spiritually, and things are just going to start to look different for you. So I think that this is going to be a very powerful week for you. Can you tell us a little bit more? Whoop. So we have that, yeah, I mean, same thing. We have more happiness, we have fulfillment, again, we have balance, again, I see some sort of cleansing, and also it could be peace, peacefulness of any kind. Kind of like things clicking into place, locking into place a little bit more smoothly, for sure. And feeling more grounded. There with the Knight of Pentacles, just taking things one step at a time. And I'm also feeling like you're not doubting yourself by this time frame. We have Page of Wands, we have the Devil. Here I'm wondering if you're literally facing some type of fear that you've had for a very long time. They said something about Friday. So for some of you, for example, I don't know, like this is just one example, but it could be something socially, because Friday is like whatever, people go out and stuff. Here maybe you're taking a risk, or you're trying to face some sort of a fear, and it's just giving, like, you have more of a positive vibration this week and you're just going with it. Okay, so I do wonder if a lot of you are going to be facing some fears either Friday or Saturday. If that's not your example, it could be anything. It could be just something that you've been wanting to try, something that you've been wanting to face or conquer. Can you give us any advice for that, or any other messages for that, please? Now, I'm not saying that the fear is going to be totally eliminated, but the difference is that you're going to have enough courage and strength to be able to get to that point of facing it, you know, because it's just how it goes. Sometimes it takes practice. Okay, and here I feel like this has to do with your self-worthiness, your confidence, just like your own internal balance. And there's something here they said about karma. I don't know if maybe something happened where karma was involved, but here I am seeing, again, just balancing. We have two cards that typically represent balance next to each other, so it's really good. And the fact that we have the Devil card, it's almost like this Devil card doesn't stand a chance against all of this positive energy. So, I mean, they didn't really tell me anything differently there, but just keep going. Try not to think too hard about this either. Just do your thing. Just focus on whatever you want to focus on. And go intuitively about your week. Just relax as much as you can. Just go forward and, you know, enjoy it. Especially if, you know, there's these moments of happiness. Just enjoy it and keep going. Any final messages about self this week? Okay, so yeah, I mean, it is confirmed here that there will be an ending of a cycle that was heavy, that was painful, that was like had coldness to it, some type of cold energy. So it could have been like feelings of being alone, or, you know, just something that really did not serve you at all. Okay, so let's see if we can connect the dots with what's happening in your outer world. Spirit, can you tell us what's happening in their outer world, whether it's home, work, with relationships, moving forward into just this week? What energies are coming towards our group number 2, ulexite? Thank you. It does seem like at first there could look like there's a blockage of justice and fairness in your Monday or Tuesday-ish. Kind of like it looks like something's not moving forward. Something is just like, again, not fair. Especially, that one kind of feels like especially like work, or in a situation that you were dealing with a person. Moving forward into this week, outer world. Again, we are confirmed that some kind of a painful cold cycle is coming to an end, and some sort of a new beginning is occurring. This is matching with your other energy where you also got 2 aces, but now we have an Ace of Wands. Now this Queen of Swords, I'm not sure who this is. It could be a situation, but it does look like there will be some sort of clarity that is trying to come through as best as it needs to. Someone either needs to speak their truth or their mind, or a situation itself needs to come to some sort of clarity, and it does succeed for the most part. this could be really anything, but like any situation that you've been dealing with that was a little uncertain or kind of unstable, I do think that there will be some better energy coming to you about that this week. Can you tell us a little bit about the Ace of Wands? Okay. I don't know. When it starts giving me so many court cards and people cards, I get a little confused. So I think in a nutshell, this is saying that there will be some sort of movement. I think if something was stuck for you in your outer world before, especially involving another person, it does look like there will be movement in either way, where someone's like either moving forward with something or someone's actually even walking away from something. It's going to be different for different people. But either way, it does seem like the energy is clearing up, especially if it was blocked before. Remember I said like it could be blocked with some sort of like justice or some sort of balance or whatever. Could have been blocked before. That's going to be clearing up. What else is coming towards them in their outer world this week, please? Anything of interest here? For our group 2. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles. They said pretty much the same thing. I'm not sure if it's even about the same message I just said, but we are seeing some sort of progress and movement from something that previously was stuck. Okay, so can you tell us what that might be? What is coming towards them? It may extend outside of this week, though. That's why they're not really kind of getting into detail. See, again, we have movement right here with the Eight of Wands. Now, it looks like somebody here was dealing with a deep and, I suppose, painful spiritual lesson. But again, that thing is going to be moving forward. So they essentially now we're just talking the same thing. Moving on, card at the bottom as well. Okay, so nothing really different there. So let's try it one more time. Spirit, is there any final message that you have for group number 2 about what's coming towards them this week in their outer world? Thank you. Okay. Same thing, you got it confirmed here with the Ace of Wands. Now, with the Ace of Wands, I am feeling a strong energy shift from something that basically already is existing for you. For example, if you already are, it could be something like at work where like you're already there in that situation of work. It's not like a new job for many of you. This is more like something that already exists for you. So whether it's at work or at a situation in your personal life or home, something like that, I do feel a new spark or elevation in that situation itself, okay? So it's like a different way of doing things, a different way of thinking about things. Just there's something here that is a little bit more exciting coming through. Can you just tell us any final messages here for group number 2 about their week, outer world? So yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. They keep saying the same thing over and over again, that something is sort of elevating, something is moving forward, something is coming that actually there's something that they keep teasing and hinting about, that something bigger is on its way. But I'm not feeling it's this week. I'm thinking that this is almost a teaser trailer of something further. So for you guys, it might be within like an additional 2 weeks, if I'm estimating correctly here. It's kind of hard to say, but just, you know, keep standing tall in your power. And again, try not to think too hard about any one given situation. This is something that's going to unfold naturally, and it will, I feel like something is definitely working in your favor soon. Do we have any final messages for group number 2 about anything, please? Yeah, just keep it positive, positively manifesting, and knowing what you can receive from the universe. Be open. Be extremely open in your energy, in your heart, and in your mind, that you are deserving to receive whatever this is. Because I am feeling it come towards you, but they really won't tell me more. So I think that that's on purpose. I think this is sort of like something that's meant to be a little bit more of a surprise for you, or at least something that, you know, is meant to It is meant to come through in your energy. Just when I was cheating and looking at the bottom of the deck, just when you thought it was like kind of hopeless or it wasn't coming to you, I am seeing the healing. I am seeing something extremely positive come to you, but it's not yet. It's not quite there yet, group 2. So just be patient with your guides because they're working on it. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you guys. I do hope that this was helpful. If you'd like, instead of personal reading, the info is below. And again, my friend's doing a discount on the Reiki healing. If you need some assistance there, the information's below. Thank you again. And if you feel called, please subscribe if you found this helpful. Sending you guys blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is Bumblebee Jasper. So let's take a look at your week, starting with just energies of self, like how you'll be doing and feeling, and then I'll get the outer world. Spirit, this reading is for group number 3, Bumblebee Jasper. Please and thank you. Can you just give us some guidance, messages and guidance about their week ahead, starting with the energy of self? Thank you. Spirit, moving forward into just this week, what energies are coming towards them in self, please? Our group 3. Okay. Initially I got this energy. I kind of doubt this applies to everybody, but it does look like the word bullying kind of came to my mind. I'm just wondering if there's a situation that's making you feel less confident. I don't know if you've already been dealing with it, but it kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like someone here, even though I'm getting the energy for self, I kind of feel like instead this was an environmental thing. And there could be some test for you from the divine and your guides having to do with your self-worthiness. Could be. If you do struggle with that, you may want to check into solar plexus meditations and just reciting some affirmations. Now, underneath the surface here, we have a really deep layer. It's even hard to grab this message because it's on a very, very deep layer of you. This is like the ultra deep conscious or something like that. Very deep. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. This isn't a hidden layer of yourself where I'm just wondering what's going on with the Hanged Man. Like, are you trying to surrender something? Are you trying to really release something? Could be. Spirit, moving forward into this week, what energies are coming towards them in self? Are group 3, Bumblebee Jasper. Okay, so this could directly be talking about your past and your family, like your home where you grew up, like, you know, just something in the household. Obviously could be within childhood. I do think that something within your energy framework this week, even something within like the psychic download sort of realm of things, there's a lot of activity here for that. I think group 1 also got a similar message. There's a lot of psychic kind of influence. And the good news is that there's going to be a lot of healing and cleansing from this. I think all of the groups got the Devil card in some way, and I kind of think that this is a really powerful time right now in the collective to be facing our fears, to be facing our shadow, and really giving ourselves light and love, our own heart, our own inner child, our own self. I think that this is going to be really important. So I'm not sure if this piece resonates with you. This might not be for 100% of you, but I think that this, for some reason, this week, it's going to be important to look at this subconscious issue or pattern. Maybe for some of you, it does relate to your self-esteem and self-worthiness, okay? Maybe there is a bully in your environment. I mean, obviously, it could be you as well. Maybe you're bullying yourself. But with the Temperance card and the Two of Cups, I am seeing an earnest effort towards healing and even self-kindness and self-love. Self-compassion, I'll say. So what else do they need to know about the Devil card or any advice for them this week in any area of self? They did say that there's a lot of things that are still hidden from you, in terms of what will be revealed. You could be receiving psychic downloads, but I am also seeing that there's a lot of hidden strength to you as well. That will also be shown to you. I don't know if it's exactly within this week, but very soon you're going to be shown a hidden part of yourself that is going to impress you. You're going to be like, whoa, like I didn't know I was capable of this. Anything else just for this week though? Okay, yeah, I do think that it's going to feel in some parts of this week kind of up and down in a sense of being emotionally heavy, okay? Not that I think that you're a stranger to that feeling. I just think that it's going to feel a little bit disorienting at times. Again, sounding pretty similar to, I think it was group 1. So I do think that this is a collective thing. Again, it could be the full moon. It could be the Mercury retrograde. It's kind of been a tough time a little bit. You know, so just look out there. Like if you're sensitive to energies generally, you might want to look into grounding yourself, protecting yourself. Just be aware. Go on the astrology YouTube channels and, you know, look up the energy forecasts and stuff if you feel like you are affected by things like the planets, because it's just something very relevant here, especially to your energy. Final message or advice for this week? I think you'd benefit from just taking some rest as well, like taking a nap if you can, just resting for a minute. Final message is like, just try your best to stay in a positive, high vibration, whether it's just like gratitude or any form of joy and peace at all, even if it's just once in this entire week, just to keep your head clear, okay? So that's what we're seeing for yourself. I know this was kind of a lot. It was a little jumbled even for me, and I mean, it was kind of hard to read this because, again, it was like on a very deep layer. If you would like further clarification on this, if it resonated with you, you can check out any of my other pick of cards that call to anything at all. Most of my readings are timeless, with the exception if I put like a date on the title. Spirit, in their outer worlds, what energies are coming towards them, please? Whether it's at home, at work, with their connections. Spirit, moving forward, what energy is coming towards them in their outer world this week only? Okay, so that's there again. And here again. Okay, you're getting all 3 cards we've seen already. So maybe it's just like kind of syncing up, matching with the other messages, yeah. The only one that's different, I think, is this one. This seems like in your outer world, whether you're dealing with a person or a situation, there will be some healing here. There will be cleansing. There will be more harmony. Someone here is seeing eye to eye. Someone here is even, for some of you, a smaller number of you, someone's apologizing too, is kind of what I'm seeing here. Or the letter A did bring itself to my attention there. But I do think that this is going to be good. This is early into the week and towards the middle of the week up until like Wednesday, Thursday. Should be a nice, fluffy, peaceful vibration for you guys. It just seems peaceful all around. Is there anything that they need to know about this energy? I don't think you're going to have to do much for this energy. Just do your thing. Just, you know, be in your own peaceful, centered energy. Like, that's all they're recommending here. Okay. And in terms of this, there could be, again, there could be something beneath the surface that's trying to come out. Again, I think that's a collective thing. I think people have been struggling to get certain things out from beneath the surface, such as, you know, anything stuck, anything repressed, anything buried. You know, I think they've been struggling, or we've been struggling to kind of dislodge that. Spirit, what else is coming towards them this week? Just be yourself. Be natural about this. This is something that's meant to naturally come through the surface, and the less that we think about it, the better sometimes, because if we think too hard about a situation, we tend to push it and interfere with the natural progression of things. So just like float there, if you will. Float. Okay, we have a mix of energy here. We have the 7 of Cups, the Tower, Hierophant, the 2 of Swords. Now this I'm not sure of. This is a little bit all over the place, I have to say. Spirit, can you please clarify the Tower and the Seven? What is this in regards to their outer world? There could be some change that's happening for you guys this week, Thursday especially for many of you. Something that did get basically influenced by the divine. I think it was meant to clear the path in some shape or form. With the Two of Swords and the Moon, it does look like there's some... I don't know if this was miscommunication or some confusion. But with the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands, it does look like it fixed itself. Let me double check. Can you tell us what this is all about in their outer world? It's someone here might have been struggling with some kind of a burden, some kind of a heavy energy, especially mentally, but heavy in other ways. And again, I think that generally there is some clearing up that's happening. Again, I noticed that same pattern in one of the other groups. I just think that this is a collective thing. So, like, it's almost like the energy is tired. The energy is so tired of being either chaotic or negative or stuck, right? And I think that that is clearing up gradually for us. Can you tell us anything else? Any other messages coming towards them? And then again, we have another mixed message. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. It just seems to me like there's a little bit of this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not necessarily with your energy, though. I kind of think that this is a little bit environmental. I think that you're dealing with an inherently conflicted situation or environment. And I think that all you really need to do is just stay clear in your energy, stay detached or protected if you need to. Just focus on your own balance, like really just focus on your own energy balance. And in theory, I'm seeing you kind of glide right past all of the conflict, but it is going to be very challenging to not get sucked into conflict. Especially here with the Tower, it's going to be tempting to think that everything is going wrong. But in reality, I think that actually it's going right. It's balancing into what it was meant to be, but it's going to look very confusing before that point. So I highly recommend for you guys, if this is resonating even a little bit, try to look at my other pick of cards, like I said, that call to you, any at all that call to you. And just get any confirmation at all, because I think your intuition is strong. I think that it's going to make sense to you. But right now, as you can see, it's a bit chaotic in the collective energy. Can we have a final message of advice for them? In fact, I don't even know what I just said for the past few minutes, but I hope that some of it made sense. So final message we have here, the Sun and the Seven of Pentacles. Good things are coming, okay? Be patient, be patient, be patient, because it is going to take some more time. I think I said to some other group that your guides are working on it. They certainly are. And some brighter days are coming to you, okay? So group 3, I guess I'll leave it there. Sorry if it was confusing. I hope it wasn't totally. But if you'd like a personal reading instead, the info is below. And again, if you'd like a discounted Reiki session, I have linked it below. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time, okay? Blessings. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the blue apatite. So let's take a look into your week, starting with your own energy, just how you'll be doing energetically and emotionally. Spirit, this reading is for group number 4, please and thank you, blue apatite. Moving forward into just this week, Spirit, how will they be doing in the area of self, or what energy is coming towards them in self? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so collective energy does kind of seem to be still a bit chaotic. I think all of the groups so far either got the Tower or the Devil, at least in one part of the reading. Not to say that's the whole energy. I think that it's just a part of an interesting week, okay? Being that this is the energy of self, let's see. I actually am seeing a positive Tower here. It kind of does look like your heart chakra is going to be just sort of bursting wide open at a certain point this week. That may have already happened for some of you, because sometimes it kind of spills over into just like this Monday and when I'm filming it. So something before that was stuck or stagnant for you could be totally opening up early in the week, and then it's going to balance a little bit better. You're going to have more stability, more prosperity, or positive energy. And then here with the King of Wands, I think that you're going to have a more elevated perspective of things. So this means more clarity for your future. This means more clarity for yourself. This means more wisdom, more, they said something about like being more organized and planning, something like that as well. Can you tell us anything more about this particular energy that we're seeing here? Yeah, same kind of thing with the Knight of Swords. You're just basically moving forward. Okay. Could have been feeling like you were in limbo before, but I'm just generally seeing a more harmonious energy with you, especially in the way that you look at things like your past or some things that you used to struggle with. I think that you're kind of just feeling more forgiving of certain things and just feeling, again, more balanced and in harmony with yourself and the energies that you've experienced in your past. Can you tell us anything else this week? I don't know, there's too many. Hold on. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords. It does look like on some level you're kind of still doubting yourself, or maybe just kind of on a deeper level convinced. It's almost like you're convinced that you can never move forward in some aspect of your life. And this is creating a feeling of some sort of like loss or even mourning for many of you. This is on a deeper level. It's like this chronic struggle energy, but I'm not actually seeing it stop you from having some sort of a either new beginning or taking a leap of faith. So you're at complete sort of odds with yourself towards, like, let's say maybe Thursday or Friday. It just seems like maybe you're this energy here of like a feeling of rejection or sadness or stuckness. I honestly think you're tired of it, and I think that you're not going to care about it, and you're going to be like, I'm going to do what I need to do anyway. I'm going to do what I envision for myself anyway, which is what I saw here. The King of Wands is giving me a feeling of like some sort of leadership, authority, and power. Okay, so I kind of feel like you're just pushing yourself, and you're really overriding some of the subconscious programming that I'm seeing here, which is a huge transformation. I think it's very, wow. Like, that's what I'm seeing there. Is there anything else final that they need to know about this category? I mean, yeah, it's going to have some conflicts here and there, but like I said, it's not going to stop you. So I think a big part of the advice is just to mind your perspective. Try not to get caught up in the negative perspectives, which I know is tough, but you can do this consciously through either writing or reciting affirmations or anything where you can stay aware. Of course, you can listen to meditations, you can listen to affirmations. You don't have to always do it yourself. There's plenty of wonderful videos. Spirit, moving forward into just this week, what energies are coming towards them in their outer world, please? Let's say whether it's home or work or with relationships, what's coming this week? Okay. So we have the King of Cups, we have the Empress, the Four of Cups. I do think that they're like, I think all of the groups got a message with something about another person this week. It does look like healing wants to happen, but what I'm seeing here, if I'm reading this correctly, it seems like there's a mutual holding back of something. Here you are with another person. I don't know who this is, could be a close like a loved one of any kind, right? It seems like the both of you are really holding back. But at the same time, the Temperance card shows at least some form of being emotionally on the same page. And then I think that one of you, more so than the other, wants to just move forward and just wants to have things go more smoothly. So maybe you go with the flow type of a thing. Spirit, what else is happening in their outer world this week? Yeah, I do think that someone here just wants to move on and start fresh and just focus on more positive things. So what does this mean for group 4 in their world? What energies are coming to group 4? Okay. Yeah, I am seeing, again, some sort of a clearing up of something. And I'm seeing a lot of this too. I think that we are going to be successful as a whole, as a collective this week in some shape or form, even if it's just taking one step towards our final goal, or not final goal, but like our vision for ourselves. And it just generally to me looks like the air is clearing for you. What other messages, what other events or experiences are happening this week in their outer world? What is going on here with this other person? So look at this. See, we have King of Wands, we have the Chariot, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I feel like you guys definitely need to watch an additional pick a card here, only because this is a super specific situation. Some of you are dealing with where you have more family harmony or loved one harmony, but then for a smaller number of you, I'm wondering if this is talking about either like a friend or even like a third party situation. That's why I don't want to just say it here, because it's going to be not fitting for many of you. I really recommend, if you're dealing with anything here that resonated, go watch a different pick a card. It doesn't even have to be on my channel, like just whichever resonates with you. But I do think that there's some energy here with another person that you're dealing with that it really needs to move forward. How can I put this? Like, something just really needs to get going. Like, what is the advice then for group 4 for this situation? They do want you to move forward. They do want you to focus on your actual goal, but be careful with that one. Sometimes it doesn't match with like the alignment of our soul, and then we get disappointed, but maybe that's the key, is to know what your soul really wants. I actually have a video for that. What does your soul want to tell you, or what does your soul need to be happy? Yeah, they're indicating here that someone on a deeper level is really unhappy with something, okay? And you may need to first figure out what that is in order for you to move forward, or long before you even try to move forward. But either way, please just follow your intuition. Anything else of what's happening this week in their outer world? Yeah, it does look like someone here is basically realizing their happiness and trying to take any steps towards that, especially if they have to break out of old patterns of thinking. I think someone here is just really interested in taking those steps, putting in the efforts, putting in that thoughtfulness towards the true and genuine happiness or fulfillment. Do we have any final messages of advice for group number 4 about their guidance for this week? Final message. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Try to not work against your guides or doubt yourself here, because there is some type of energy flowing naturally. This is your Wheel of Destiny. The Queen of Cups to me is representing your own intuition, but there does seem to, for some reason, be this blockage that's here repeatedly for you. I don't know where it's coming from. If you do feel blocked, definitely try to work on your, clearing your chakras. I do have the videos for that below. But just keep going. Allow your destiny wheel to move forward where it needs to. Try not to force anything. Try not to think too hard about anything. Just really relax and just do what feels right to you. That's all they'll tell me. So group 4, I hope that this made sense. Honestly, this reading was very confusing to me. I kind of think it's because of the full moon activity and the Mercury retrograde. Hopefully that clears in terms of the confusion energy. But that's what I'm seeing for you guys. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. And again, if you'd like more information on Reiki, or my friend is still doing the discount, you can find that below, and some additional information. If you guys are new, feel free to subscribe. I would really appreciate it, but thank you. Sending you guys blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.